long before your calendars. Before oceans forgot the cities they drowned, the world was woven from living magic. Continents you no longer name carried great civilizations. Mu, Lemuria, Atlantis, and the wide rim of the world. 12 peoples shape that age. Sennacherib in their ember citadels, Daru mourn in deep-rooted halls, Lumer Cheyenne with many masks and tongues, Thanayam Valen, keepers of the tides, Kor Selthar carving light into spears, Grain Tal Silent marching in living iron, Ekalverith weighing gravity itself, Nethravarum listening to the slow rod, Elan Turaya walking horizon roads, Tal Askarun raising stairways of snow, Rivsal Kethar riding storm lines, Veil Sam Thurin sailing the border of dreams. Every field was a spell, every home was a pact, every breath brushed against an old enchantment. Charms for rain, for sleep, for war, for memory, for forgetfulness, stacked layer on layer in the air. When everything is magical, nothing can be safely undone. The world became a library of active spells. No one remembered how to close. Beneath mountains and seas, pressure built, ley lines tangled, sacred songs interfered with each other. Some felt it first, embers humming wrong in Sennacherib, weights that would not balance for Ekalverith, endless storms in the dreams of Veil Sion. Inside this noise of miracles, something began to wake. Not a king, not a monster, but patterns learning how to want. 36 quiet presences, turning toward the world. Listening to the last calm breath before that age of overflowing magic cracks open and the world discovers what happens when its own spells become new gods. cracks. Feel the fracture under skin. Hear the lava's distending. If the mountain starts to roar, we will dance a little more. Ember line, hold the seam tonight, where the darker bleeds with light. Raise your hands, let the sparks collide. Son of Kareth, we will never hide. If the world must crack and burn, we'll be fast, we'll never turn. Ember, yeah, we cry, keeping watch while the fall lines sigh. Rooms are etched in marching rows, each footfall a ward that glows. Flame sigils along our spears, spelled us trailing through the cheers.
Caravan, out of sight, battle song against the sky. If the seams all split apart, we will weld them with our hearts. Beat drops slow like a buried drum. All goes still, all goes numb. Then a flash along the ridge. Love quiet by the bridge.
Voices rising layer on layer, every shout a binding prayer. Son of Thea, Ember line, hold this world more. Ember line, through ash and roar, we have flames along the floor. When the glow eats up the night, we will turn it into light. If collapse must come to pass, dance with us on breaking glass. Ember, still strong. Santa Kareth, we are the song.
earth and whispered prayer for a myth, more and soar. Call the forest from afar. Every dancer, stem and seed, feeding what the earth will need. All at once the heartbeat slows, soft as underground repose. Then the circle starts to rise, rude wave shining in our eyes, turning the root light. Don't let go, let the buried rivers flow. Got a roar more in depth, we say. Keep the world in loam and clay. If the sky above should fall, we'll be dancing through it all. Hands in soil, hearts in tune, root light circle, ancient rune. one faint rune, softly pulsing with the tune. Next time all the signs were new words, new words, new lives, same hidden groove.
Bare feet on planks that breathe with the swell. Salt on our tongues, we can taste the spell. Hands in the air, trace spirals of foam. Every sway of the crowd writes a moving home. Hot, tight hum in the boards below. Blue veins of current and distant jewels. And loaded with mud rats flowing through the rope sleeves. faces like beacons on the rolling back. Every shadow lantern that will lead us back.
We dance where the tide holds the floor in its hands. We burn like the lamps on the wandering rafts. Hearth on the water, hearts in the foam. Wherever the currents take us is home. But the sky cracks open with impossible stars, and the magic runs wild through our hidden scars. Hearth on the water, hearts in the foam.
We ride the last wave and we call it home.
One by one, the lanterns fold into mist. Footprints of starlight on the water's wrist. I am veiling, guard away till the next dark tide and the next bright day.
dust with the light. Cliff bright boots, the marching night. Every step a sigil, every breath a vow. Every mirrored visor catching now.
Lamps in the sky, answer our path.
every joint a breathing ring.
Green town cylinder, redefine wide, but always returning to a clear marching groove. Step one, hill to then, step two, hit to then, hit to then, step one, hit the main.
Moving the march of the hollow waves, armor of rhythm, never faithless.
name in a book of weight, in a living mark. Old stone judges do not speak, but their halos pulse in time. When the ledger's page grows weak, we rewrite it line by line. It calls a linen, hold and bind, veritable and frame the mind. Not too high and not too low, let the falling find its glow. Find its glow. On the equinox floor we rise and descend, left hand to the center, right hand to the end. If the sky grows heavy, if the stars lean down, we will spin the chamber, we will shift the crown. On the equinox floor no step is free, every little motion bends reality. When the magic floods and the seams all tear, we will be the fulcrum hanging in the air. Hear that hum beneath the stone, that's the world to charge to hold its own. Hear the crack along the seam, that's the weight of every dream. We are dancers, we are scales, we are last defense when reason fails. If the age breaks open like a shell, we will feel the first great swell.
hands in a crooked line. You feel the dead step into time.
Lay your palm on the long side stone. Feel the crowd beneath the bone. Every crack in the earth and seam leads a road into your dream.
Barrow-wave circuit,
Round and round,
yeah, the barrow
comes under the ground.
yeah, the barrow
More straight.
dance with the ones who didn't go away.
We are the flesh that turned to thread. Rotten stories of the dead.
Count myself, our roof night, still in the loop when bodies fry.
Cup of smoke and a sour black brew passes slow through the packed in crew. Someone laughs at a century's sin crack. Teeth shining when the lights spin. Children drowse on the bundle piles, dreaming roots in the burial aisles. When the lead's in bends like a sinking rope, you feel your years dissolve too slow.
Press your ear to the dirt cold wall. Hear your name in the muffled call. Every breath in the fungus glow says you have further down to go.
Barrow-wave circuit, round and round, yeah, the barrow drums in the hollow ground, yeah, the room more straight. Turn our fear into graveyard play.
We are the flesh that turns to thread. Rotten stories of the dead.
Kill that silver roof night, still in the net when forms decay.
If you fall, the mind won't close. Just rewrite you in the roots below. More straight, kill this side. Nothing leaves it, only lies.
Stomp that floor till the dust clouds rise.
Fight of
Years in a hollow wide.
It's like loops in a sagging ring. Every ancestor taps that swing.
Barrow-wave circuit, round and round, yeah, of our room keeps us spellbound, yeah, of our room more astray. Let our bones learn how to sway.
We are the flesh that turns to thread. Rotten choir of the dead.
Kill that silver roof night. We are the rock that learned to stay.
Smoke hangs low as the lamps burn thin, pads fade out like a drawn-out grin. Every echo in the barrow's throat
Clangs like dirt to a morning note. circle tight round the emperor ring. Shadow hands stretch and swing. Someone hums a wandering tune, like a comet cutting the moon. You're in Tertia land, call and answer now and then. Sparkles drift from staff and stone. Too much magic to leave alone. Lanterns sway in a wind-borne trance. Every gust a chance to dance. We chase the line where dark meets light. Horizon bends tonight, We don't fear the turning sky. Storms may gather, stars may die. Teal and how we'll ride the gale. Hailing hearts on the wind thread trail. Hailing hearts on the wind thread trail. When dawn stains gold along the rim, and the bands grow pale and thin, we'll rest our feet but not our vow. The road is all we are allowed. Terraria, soft and low. One last spin before we go. Leave our prints in cooling sand. Chasing ever the next bright band.
Low drones like a mountain breeze. Flow staring Michael and breathing. Oh, step like percussion phasing. Growing into a steady dance pulse. Chime bells sketch a spiral pattern overhead. Breaking stone bodies, dancing measured rings. Every footfall pulls on hidden strings. Tell us, Karun, we climb and burning rose. Mountain heart beneath our souls glows. Talon, Talon, Scarevel dry. Stone song roars we can deny. BRINK, the pillars sway yet hold us high above the clay. Ridges twist like red nose, veins of crystal undergrowth. With a word we light and bone, let our shadows weigh the stone. Hands outstretched we share the load, move as one along the road. If one falters, ridges shift, terraced ledges rise and lift. Step by step, the hollow peak is waking all our fear. The rhythm it is taking, drums of rock and circuits of the clay. Dance the fault lines into safer say. Talas Karun, our hearts impatient rose as the overfull earth magic overflows. Beat fades to soul, echoing knocks like memory trapped in buried rocks. Last line spoken, barely heard. Talas governeth, and the mountain keeps the word.
stars etched into the stone. Old strikes frozen pale and cold. We follow them with circling feet, mapping thunder into beats. From cloud to rock, from rock to skin, from skin to heart, from heart to spin. The wild bolt forgets to kill, caught and braided to our will. Drums fall silent, only breath, only the hiss of gathered death. One long held in quiet beat, storm and circle almost meet. Then it hits, not the sea, not the plain, but through our clasped hands, through our veins, veins, veins. Turn, turn around the cliff edge. We are the living lightning bridge. Let the sky fire leap and run through our bodies till it's done. We'll dance till bone breaks thin and gray. Skies like fire when under clay. Lines of light on skin and stone. Proof the storm once called us home. Crucial, Gaithar run. Host the fire till night is done. Crucial, Gaithar bright. Keep the circuit in the night.
Lanterns on a black tide line, drift in circles, slow, divine.
Silver fog along the rail, whispers, veil sang the run. We came on paths that no stars trace, through dreamlock coves between each place, with halls of bone and woven glass. Through sleeping storms we quietly pass, our hands hold gifts and folded light. Tight-bound rules for your midnight, you feel them humming in your veins, softly shifting all your chains. One step forward, dark side gleam. Every foot forwards the dream. Harbor stones begin to breathe. Night with threads and glowing rays. Dance on the harbor of the veil drift, where the fog and the rhythm slowly shift. If you take our shining tokens, every future comes unspoken, turning circles, tide
words, not simple names. Each refrain rewrites your flames. In the water, visions rise. Cities stitched to foreign skies. Bridges made of stars of foam show you roads that lead from home. All the waves fall still a while. Moon split surface, crooked smile. We raise our hands, the harbors lean. Shoreline blurs to in between. Turin veil, same a thrive. Take this path or let it die. Every dancer hears it ring, choosing worlds with every swing. Dance on the harbor of the veil drift. Let the anchor of your story lift. If you keep our murmured token, every closed door stands half open, spiral outward, tide in flame, wake to shores that have no name. They sigh, singing through your skin. They sigh, singing through your skin. They sigh, singing through your skin.
they move on.